What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chip, and we're here with another weekly analysis. Last week was tremendous. We caught a lot of pips. We did exactly what we needed to do. We hit our targets, and we were out. Enjoyed for the rest of the week, and it was just an awesome week, honestly. So let's try to see what we can do this week, right? Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and just hit that notification whenever I'm on every Sunday. You'll get these notifications of these lovely analysis that we have here. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to be looking at some oil. I'll be looking at some oil and seeing exactly what I want to do for oil. Last week, oil was consolidated, so I'm glad I didn't really trade it much. I was waiting for all this to just figure out what it wanted to do. We have all that resistance and it's hitting a lot of that support. So kind of just trying to figure out what does it want to do, right? So I'm just doing my top down analysis for my monthly, go for my weekly. Okay, looks bearish. Even from the weekly, monthly looks bearish. Daily looks bearish. Here we have a bunch of confirmation here. So what we'll do is up and up. That was a monthly high and low. I'm going to get a sooner entry. And then I'm going to actually take this profit around the 61.8, see what it wants to do there. I'll probably have a slight pullback, but my ultimate goal would be just this low, right? So I'll get that TP. Yeah, just the low of the week, see what it wants to do. I think that's about it, what I would see from there. This 38, I would want it to break for a continuation. I don't see this much going to the upside. We have a very strong stage 4 happening on our weekly, even on our stage on our monthly and the weekly are very simultaneous. So we want to kind of go with how the trend is going from the higher time frames, no matter what the lower time frames is showing us. See, if we were on the 4-hour time frame, what we can see is that it was just hitting that high, and traders were actually anticipating for this high to be broken. And if you had golden chip, you could see that it actually didn't break that, and it told you to sell, and you would have been able to catch these pips. But since we're here currently with price, golden chip is still even in the middle of that zone, heading to that 38, which is, look at that 38. So what I'd want for that to do is just continue from there, hit that 61.8. We'll get about, I'll say 200 pips, 220 pips out of USOIL, and we'll just continue that for the downside once that breaks that zone. I want to see if it pulls back around this 50, which would be around that 77.3 zone. If not, we'll just continue that to go down. But if we see a pullback happening in this zone, which looks like it could because of just even the support resistance right here, got the support, we got the resistance. So it could bounce for a little bit and then continue to the downside. So yeah, that's something I'm definitely looking for. Let's look at this AJ. So AUDJPY, go for my monthly. As we can see, consolidating, been consolidating for some time. All right, so from my weekly, you see it, okay. Oops. Boom. So there we go. We got a full uptrend. This is actually the second time. That's second time from that zone. So we have basically a 1 and 2 being touched on that trend line. So, and then we have on the weekly just within currently. So we have a continuation for the upside on AJ. It looks like I would wait for that monthly high to be broken. Just know that this is my monthly low. I was just on the daily. So what I'm going to do is just plot my 61.8. That's the high. It's about, let's see, about 300 pips to that high. So from the weekly, that's about 300 pips. Get that entry around that 93.93 area and take it to the 96.24 area. We don't know exactly what's going to happen around this area because of all this right here, right? We have all this resistance. It's very volatile area, you would say, because of just how much consolidation that was. And then you have your pullbacks that created that support on the zone where it broke. So that's exactly what I'm looking at for that, just to continue to the upside. I see this going, honestly, a little bit further, but I just want to catch this 300 pips, and we'll see where we go from there. Okay. So from the daily, the daily on, yeah, not even a daily, from the dollar. So from the dollar, this comes down to the dollar. And yeah, so let's go from the monthly. Boom. All right. So from the dollar, we're still looking like we're on a stage 4, right? We're still bearish. Even let's go back to the monthly, right? So the dollar's looking still bearish, right? Right. We got our whole stage happening here. So we're still on stage 4 a bit. We want to continue that. Yeah, let's see what we want to do with this. 61.8. We have a 61.8 coming around. That's about 250 pips. We'll take that. I believe it's a really good zone too. That support and that resistance at that zone. Let's go for that. So we'll get it to 98.35. I see dollar going down. Not the daily. If we want to go to the daily, it's still bearish. It's just very consolidating. Something that maybe everyone would want to watch out for the time being. We might have some news releases this week coming out, but yeah, I still see this continuation to the downside. Don't let that confuse you. That gives you a great information right here, right? That this is continuing to this downside. This also to this downside. So yeah, let's see that hit another level. That level's down there, and we'll just continue doing that. All right. And for the last one, we got Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin is something a lot of people have been anticipating for these past, I'd say for the past couple weeks. So let's look and see what's going on. I'm going from our monthly. Okay, we see that it's been bullish for 3 weeks straight. No pullbacks have really affected that, only if you see it within just like a couple days or really consolidating, but it's still continuation to the upside. So what we want to do, I still actually see this to go to the upside. So let's get around, see what this next high is. This next high is around like, yeah, 25,000. So I see this actually hitting around like 28, I would say. Let's see. So I'm gonna put my fib from the monthly high and low. Let's see. So our 161. Yeah, so we do have it at, yeah, 28,000. So we'll probably just get that, and then we'll just continue with that. I think that's just bullish. I want to see what it does at that zone, because that's a zone that hasn't really tried to pull back. So we might see either a pullback and a very strong consolidation, or we might just see a very big impulsion. So that's what I'm saying. Just want to wait and see what it does there. We can get this entry at this high, this the high of the month. We could take it for only a couple pips. It's about 10,000, I would say, pips in Forex, and then we would see from there. I want to get that high from there. I want to see if it pulls back to actually come back to this 100 to test the zone. Once that test zone, I'm definitely going to be wanting to go for that 28,000. 28,000, we don't know what's going to happen, but that's the observation for this week, y'all. If, like I said, if you guys could like, subscribe, it really helped the algorithm. just trying to spread the knowledge and just give raw data and just just doing this every type of way. So let's get it, guys, and just continue to catch these pips. Let's go.